Hey guys, it's Ker-Leen and you're watching Lemomlife. And in today's video, I am going to share my toddler must-haves with you mommies. The term toddler covers a wide range of ages, so I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. I have a 2-year-old, but a toddler can be a 12-month-old, an 18-month-old, a 24-month-old. So really, I think it's important to distinguish the type of toddler we're talking about. So I have a 2-year-old. And then also, because he's a toddler, the types of things that you do for a toddler are less regimented. You're a little bit more free to do different things as opposed to like a newborn must-haves or a baby must-haves. Toddlers are a little bit more mature cognitively. They have more independence with their bodies and language. So what you'll find that is the things that a toddler must have varies greatly from mom to mom. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm just sharing with you things that we have been loving and that have really been useful to us for our toddler boy. So let's get right into this video. The first thing I wanted to talk about is UPF clothing. Now, when you have a toddler, they're a little bit more active. They're out and about. We take our toddler to the zoo. He goes to swim. We're always outside walking. He plays soccer with his dad. He walks the dog. So he's always out in the sun. And so UPF clothing is very, very crucial to us. We have lots of UPF clothing for him. I have this hat as an example. This hat says specifically that it is UPF clothing. And so this is one of the things we have for him. I think this one is like UPF 50 or something like that. And so we have long sleeve UPF shirts. We have UPF shorts, swim clothing, and things like that. In addition to UPF clothing, we also like to use sunscreen. This particular brand is not like the most natural brand, but I find that, especially for kids that are of color, this sunscreen works amazingly. It does not leave them ashy. It covers evenly. It's a spray. So when you spray it, it has like a really, really fine mist and it covers his body entirely and evenly. We're going to the zoo today, so I'm going to be spraying this on him. This is the No Ad Sun Care 50 Kids paraben free. This is SPF 50. And it's for kids. It's a quick drying, even coverage, water resistant formula that is good for 80 minutes and then you have to reapply. So I really been loving this. Actually, the whole family uses this with the exception of Giselle. So yes, this is not the most natural brand, but it really does the job. It covers evenly and it does not leave Eilan ashy. As you guys know, if you're of color, sunscreens can be a little sketchy depending on the brand. So yes. So since we're talking about skincare a little bit here, I wanted to show this body lotion. So this is the Honest Company face and body lotion, and this is in the lavender scent. I really love this because it's a light lotion. It takes a while to rub it in, but once you rub it in, your child is really nice and moisturized, and it's super natural. I love this for my infant and my toddler boy. Now, on days when his skin is more dry, I will typically follow this up with some other oil or even shea butter, because those are thicker and they really help to seal in the moisture. But on days when I just want to give him a light little wash of moisture, then I will use this body lotion. Now, the cool thing about this is it's so natural that sometimes if we're out and about and his hair looks a little dry, I'll even put a little bit of this in his hair. This is not something that I would recommend everyone do. It really depends on your child's hair, but this works nicely for that too. So this is good for all over moisture. I can use it on his face, on his limbs, and even on his hair if I really need to moisturize his hair in a pinch. So yes. So talking about hair, I wanted to share some hair products that we love. At a certain point, his hair started to grow in, and it grew in a thicker texture than his newborn hair. So at that point, that's when I started to transition, and that's when I found this Curls Passion Fruit Curl Control Paste. I used this a lot around the time when he was like 1 because his hair did so well with this. It was kind of in between textures and this was perfect at that time. So I still use this to style his hair, and this is just for when I want to really style his hair. I'll use the Curl Control Paste to get his curls popping, and yes, it's amazing. It's a pomade, so if you mommies are familiar with Curl Control Paste or Edge Control, that's the consistency of this. It's like edge control. And what I typically do is I'll moisturize his hair first, then I'll take some of this, rub it in my palms, and distribute it throughout his hair and comb it into his hair so it can get through each strand. And then sometimes I'll follow it up with a little bit more water or oil, and his curls are just popping like crazy after this. So I love this stuff. I will definitely be using this for Giselle as well because her texture is even more coarse than his. So I think this is going to be great for her hair. Now, recently I found out about this creme brulee from the Curls line, and it's a creme brulee whipped curl cream. And I decided to use this on Eilan, and it works great for him as well. So I really have been loving these Curls products. I think they're great for toddlers. I do read my ingredients before I put products on my babies, and I think these are nice. They're good products. They do have some synthetic chemicals in there to preserve them, but besides that, I think they're mostly oils and things like that. So I would definitely recommend the Curls line if your babies have curls and you want to get them nice, moisturized, and popping. Next, I wanted to talk about nutrition. Now, I want to do a what my toddler eats in a day video, which will be coming up soon. If you want to see that, comment down below, let me know. But I wanted to talk to you guys about vitamins. So one of the things I found is that your toddler, their diet varies greatly. Some days they're into something, and then the next day they're not into it. So like Eilan, he's experimenting right now. So I have to make sure that his nutritional needs are met every single day. So one of the things I love to use is this Zarbee's, and this, I have to actually get him the toddler version now, but we've been using the Zarbee's Baby Multivitamin with Iron Supplement. It's a liquid. This is in a grape flavor. It's a liquid, and you actually have to dispense it with a dropper or a syringe. And I think Zarbee's line of products is great because it's an all-natural brand. So if your child needs something specific, they have different supplements, and you can look into those supplements for your child. Also for nutrition, something that we've been doing for a very long time, probably around the time he was like 12 months old till now, we have been using this raw organic meal for him. This is a raw supplement, powdered supplement that I put into smoothies for him. It has no added sugars, it's raw, it's vegan, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and it has live probiotics in it. So I love that about it. It makes him very regular when he takes it. He loves it when I mix it with frozen bananas and spinach, and if I have any other fruit on hand, I'll throw that in the blender, apples, strawberries, and he loves this. If your child is a picky eater and you're concerned about their nutrition, I would highly recommend this. Obviously, check with your pediatrician before you give your child anything I mentioned in this video. Check with your pediatrician first, especially if you have questions. That's the most important thing. But then in my opinion and from my experience, I think that this is great if your child is picky and you're concerned about them getting what they need. So if you turn this to the back, basically it has a raw organic protein blend with different proteins, good proteins, not just like soy protein. So it has pea protein, brown rice protein, amaranth, buckwheat, millet, quinoa, chia, azuki bean, flax, garbanzo, lentil, pumpkin seed, sesame seed, and sunflower seed. So that's where the protein comes from. And then it has a fiber blend with tapioca fiber, chia seed, flax meal. It has a long list of organic fruit and veggies. So there's an organic fruit and veggie blend. It has a flavor blend of vanilla, stevia extract, and sea salt. It has a greens blend with alfalfa grass, spirulina, barley grass juice, organic oatgrass juice, and organic wheatgrass. And finally, it has a raw probiotic and enzyme blend with all the different probiotics. So this is amazing. And what I love about it is you only need one scoop. Now, when I buy the big size, this is the smaller size, but when I buy the big size, it lasts me a month. I give him at least one smoothie a day. So one scoop of this, some frozen bananas, some fruit, a little bit of water. You can add milk. Sometimes I'll do cashew milk. And sometimes if he's really good, I'll give him a little treat and I'll put a little bit of orange juice in here for him. And this is great. He loves it. Now that you have a toddler, they obviously will have teeth, especially if they're a 2-year-old like my baby is. And so with teeth come brushing. One of the things I've been loving is this Nature's Gate natural toothpaste. We prefer using natural toothpaste because it doesn't get him dependent on like the sugars and the flavors that they put in the other toothpaste. So the entire family does natural toothpaste. We limit fluoride use to specific times. I don't want him to get an overabundance of fluoride because that does have effects, cognitive effects and other effects on your body over time. So he loves this stuff. I love that he's not dependent on the sugars they put in the kids' toothpaste. And yeah, it's natural. This brand is, I would say, about probably 99% natural. I would say try to get your child a toothbrush that they enjoy using. They have those toothbrushes that have the little light that flashes that actually tell you how long to brush the top and the bottom of your mouth. So something like that is great. Something with their favorite character on it is great, just to get them brushing their teeth. And then also a song. We love to sing different songs for things that he may not necessarily understand or enjoy doing. But we have a toothbrush song. I would suggest looking up toothbrush songs right here on YouTube because there's lots of fun little cute little videos and you can sing that song with your child every time. Since we're talking about nutrition and teeth and all that good stuff, one of the things that we used for him very early on, transitioning from the bottle to cups, is a sippy cup that has a straw. So this is a Playtex sippy cup, and this one has a little nozzle, and when you open it up, it has a straw that is detachable. So you can actually clean this straw, the inside of it, and clean the inside of the cup. So I like this because obviously it comes apart and you could clean it. And the part where his mouth goes on is very, very soft and flexible. So he was able to use this very early on when he was just learning how to drink out of a cup. And obviously now he's a pro. And also what I loved about this the most is I was making him smoothies that were really thick and had fruits. If I did strawberries, the strawberries had the little grains in them. Those would get stuck in regular sippy cups, but they would go through this thick straw. So that was another benefit from using a cup like this. We are also potty training. So we're at this very interesting age where he's experimenting, he's learning, he's growing, and we have to potty train. What we've been finding is that he pees a lot, especially at night. It's a lot. It's too much for the average diaper. And because we're in that in-between stage, at night we've been using an overnight diaper for him. Now, I was really in love with 7th generation diapers, but we found that as he got bigger and older and is going a lot more, and not just frequently, but it's a lot more each time, we had to use Huggies overnight diapers. So these diapers are the best, in my opinion, that we have come across that help to contain until the morning time. So yeah, so while we're potty training him, we find that these help us at night to kind of minimize the instances where he pees onto his mattress. So yes, I would highly recommend Huggies overnights for your toddler. The last things I want to talk about are things that will stimulate your toddler mentally. So the first thing is we love books for him. We have all kinds of books. I recently did a homeschool update video where I shared some of the resources that we use with him. And so if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and watch it. I will link it here somewhere. But this is an example of a book we would use for him. It's very simple. It's a simple background, high contrast colors. And so this is an ABC book. And we love something like this because it helps him focus. It's very simple. It's not, the pages are not busy, so he can focus a little bit better. Now, something else that might help keep them entertained is finding out what they love. Something that they just absolutely cannot get enough of, and purchasing that and taking that on the go. So when you're on the go, like for us, we're always driving around on the weekends. He gets bored in the car. So we have a train for him in the car, but then we also will take something like this. So right now he's into construction vehicles, and we purchased him a set of construction vehicles recently. I found this set at, I want to say, Marshall's. We found this set at Marshall's. It has 3 construction vehicles in it. It has this excavator, it has a bulldozer, and a dump truck, and he absolutely loves, he plays with these all the time. And if you see my vlogs, you probably have seen these. They made an appearance. You can take something like this on the road with you, something that they're really into, and it will help you get what you need to get done. They'll have something to play with. Everybody's happy. My son loves to examine things, so he's always examining the different parts and the wheels at the bottom and the scooper, or I think they call this a boom or something like that. But yes, get yourself something, whether it be a toy or some educational game, something that they love to take with you on the road, so you can have some quiet time and get done what you need to get done. There are a couple things I don't have here that I did want to mention. The first being a cart cover. We still use a cart cover for Eilan when we go to the grocery store, especially if it's a store that does not have cart wipes. Blackout curtains. Blackout curtains are a must. Now, the term blackout curtains makes you think of black curtains. Well, at least I did when I was first starting out with this whole motherhood thing. But blackout curtains are just designed not to let light in once they're closed. So they can be in all different types of colors, but they black out sunlight. So you definitely want to have some blackout curtains, especially for nap times, because your toddler needs their nap. But blackout curtains will help you manage their nap times, because you'll at least get to block out the sunlight and they won't be distracted, and it'll help create an environment conducive to sleeping. A thermometer of any kind you really need one at this stage, because Eilan has gotten fevers more frequently, and so whenever he has a really high fever, I typically take him into the doctor. So definitely keep a thermometer. The umbrella stroller is great for a day like today when we're headed to the zoo, because it's light, and especially for me when I have to deal with both kids, the umbrella stroller is nice and light. I can take it out, open it up, close it up, and it's really, really simple. I think that wraps up everything that I feel like we've been using a lot. Now, obviously, like I said, toddlers vary in age, so you have to use things that are specific to your toddler's current stage. So you can have a toddler that's 12 months old, 18 months old, 24 months old. Just make sure that you're doing what works for your toddler. So I hope this video helped you, and if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I do see you guys. I'm so appreciative that you guys decided to join the family, the Lemomlife family. Join my mailing list, because I'm going to be sharing lots more information with those signed up for my mailing list. lemomlife@gmail.com. Send me an email and just say sign me up, and you'll be signed up every time I have exclusive information, product giveaways. You mommies will be the first to know. So anyways, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.